All right, we are back.
Thanks for
After
being
having-
paid. Oh my gosh.
And Hyra's audio issues back up in action. But we had some technical
Oh my
difficulties.
God.
But we're back and streaming.
I'm gonna try to whisper at it.
I mean,
Yeah, I can hear me.
We got 4 beers
I'm
for
not
tonight's
killing you.
episode. I can hear you, Hyra.
Hey.
Chris, you shift over to your left a little bit.
Now we're good.
There we
there we go.
go.
You gotta get that blue steel.
I'm gonna start off with a little pilsner.
Nice.
Start off smooth.
You didn't
Yeah.
introduce everybody.
I didn't even get to introduce everybody. That's right.
Yeah.
Chris, welcome back.
We
Nice to be
we
back.
crapped out.
It's been a few episodes since our last beer tasting.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's been about a month and a half,
Something like that.
something like that. We can reference it as to what we were saying earlier, but we'll leave it. We'll leave that out of the
We're gonna leave
episode.
that off. Yeah.
And then again, we have the honors of having Fernando back in with us for another episode.
Hey,
Where now we're going through some beers instead of going through our experience of his liquors last week, which I loved all of them. But we're gonna start off with a smooth pilsner to start off tonight's episode. It's got a 5.5% APV.
Wah, wah.
This light-bodied beer has a dry finish, crisp, clean, and refreshing.
Mm-hmm.
There's a little peppery note.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about peppery.
No, it's definitely got a sweet after effect. It is dry.
It
clean.
is sweet. It gives me a bit of like a champagne feel,
Oh wait, I just got it.
but
Yeah.
not being as sweet.
The little peppery thing.
Yeah.
Got to savor it a little bit more, but yeah, really solid beer, man. Definitely like it. Very clean. And what was the name of the brewery again? I'm sorry.
Sketchbook.
Sketchbook
Sketchbook.
Brewing Company up
Ba-
in Chicago.
Chicago, Illinois. Nice.
Not bad.
Yeah, very good.
I like it.
Steady beer.
I definitely want to take this to the beach.
To the beach. Have a
Vamos a
burger,
la
have a hot
playa.
dog.
Oh, oh.
Taco Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday.
Nah, man, you know,
No.
hitting the beach with a pub sub.
Yes.
Put the pups up in the sand so it keeps it warm for you.
If you got a
Or
warm
you
Got
sandwich.
all the damn ideas. I don't go to the beach.
So I was on a cruise for work, and one of the travel agents was asking me, because I help teach the travel agents. She's like, so in Miami, what do you have as like one of the best sandwich you can get? And I literally told her, I'm like, just go to Publix. And she's like, what's a Publix? Because I think she's from like Oregon or some shit like that.
Mm.
Okay.
And she goes, okay, so what's the big deal about it? And I go, just go and find out. It's the best subs you can get in Miami, right? So I get an email a week later. She's like, oh, I tried the chicken tender sub. She's like, if I give you money, will you ship it overnight to me? And I'm like, and I go, you know, I can't go that far, but like still, just craziest thing in pub subs, man.
Somebody ever ask you to ship a sub? Make sure you put salt, vinegar, pepper, and oil. They'll never ask you to ship a sub again.
Exactly, because it's gonna ferment overnight.
Because they get a damn soup.
I was actually looking for an app, but I guess I can't find it at the moment. But there is an app already out there that you can order food.
Oh, Gold Belly.
Is that what it is?
I think it's Gold Belly.
Yeah, you
Gold
can
belly?
order Chicago pizza and stuff like
yeah,
that.
they'll flash freeze the pizza, so that way and they ship it to you overnight, like 2 or 3 days at the most, and
That's
it stays
exactly what it is,
it stays
Gold Belly.
preserved, and you just gotta put it in the oven.
I was looking at a brisket from Texas.
Oh, dude, no, the brisket. I wouldn't.
Brisket from
And
Texas.
when I
From, who,
looked at
from
the
like
price,
Franklin or something?
I looked at the price of the brisket. And I was like,
$700.
at that price, man, I make that shit on my own backyard. I ain't paying that much.
Or you go.
Get my old cow.
Exactly, dude. Or you freaking go to like Shiver's Barbecue or
Exactly.
what's this other one here? Apocalypse.
Shorties,
Oh,
apocalypse.
Apocalypse.
Their brisket is top.
Their brisket's solid, but what I really
I gotta go for a retasting. My experience with their brisket was very bad.
the
You
thing.
probably got an older one, man. But
I
that-
got there late in the afternoon, and as I got there in the afternoon, I had to cut out the outer edge of the brisket
Oh wow.
Oh.
Was
No,
because it was just so overpowering that you wouldn't even taste the smokiness.
The seasoning, or they left the fat cap on?
No, the seasoning.
Oh,
The seasoning was just it was so overpowering on that brisket that it was like you might as well cut off.
yeah,
the
you got to give them another.
I gotta
chance.
give 'em
Tho-
another
Those
swing.
guys are top notch. It's possibly one of the best briskets I've had at a barbecue joint, and I've eaten in Texas at Frank.
I would say I give it. I'd put mine in I'd put it in the top 10.
Yeah,
Top
I
10.
prefer homemade briskets because you can eat them, right after they're done resting.
Right.
You can cut them, and you can go right for the middle. but their stuff is, I'll say, top one in what I've tried in barbecue places.
Okay.
What I'm not a fan of is the sweetness on their barbecue sauces. It's a little, except the vinegar one that they have. The vinegar barbecue sauce I have is really, really top notch. But the other one that they put on the spare ribs, the cafecito, they put Cuban coffee inside of the barbecue sauce, which I think is just too sweet. Cause like I asked the guy, the owner, he's always in there, really nice guy. He's like, yeah, we use real colada. Like they make colada and put it in the barbecue sauce already. So I just think it's a little bit too sweet for my taste, but their food is fantastic. Their sides are great. Brisket sandwiches is actually what I go for, and I get the little
pork chop sandwiches.
pulled pork. Yeah, I also get pulled pork.
Pork chop sandwiches.
Poke chop sandwiches. Poke chops.
Looks like one of our people trying to smoke some brisket.
Ooh,
Mm.
you're gonna be there for a good 8 hours and have a good amount of patience.
Make sure you keep the fire stable.
I have a brisket in the freezer right now. Like Karina's asked me to make it. I'm like, yeah, that's gonna be a good 5-6 hours.
I'm off on Wednesdays and I'm off on Sundays.
I'm off on Sundays.
Just saying.
And the brisket that I have in the fridge right now, I think it's probably like 30 ounce.
30 ounce?
Yeah, it's not that big. It's like a medium size.
2 pounds.
It's small, but like I mean,
It's a piece of a brisket.
yeah, it's a small. It's a,
Big.
Somehow the briskets that make it in my refrigerator are 14 to 18 pounds.
I wish
Oh,
I wish I had space for that, man. I wish I did.
So has anyone heard of Smokin' Bro?
Smoking Dough, yes, I've been to Smoking Dough.
I've not been there.
It's a really small place here in Kendall.
Mhm.
It's on Miller,
little-
right?
No, I think it's off Sunset.
It's
somewhere-
Sunset in like 150 or 160
Oh, so
or
it's like
something.
there in the
It's
back.
Like 152nd
It's-
Ave.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
It's-
I've been there.
It's a husband-wife team. Their food is really good. I still prefer Apocalypse, but Smoking Dough has better sides and appetizers. That I will say.
Okay.
Like the amount of appetizers that they have to choose from compared to what Apocalypse has. They're also Smoking Dough's in a great location, right? So it's an easily accessible location. Whereas Apocalypse is on a golf course, unfortunately. But
Look, Apocalypse to me, and I don't go I go straight for the main stuff. So the brisket, top notch. The cornbread is top notch.
yes,
Smoking Dough has very good cornbread too.
yes.
But
Oh, love me some
I
cornbread.
don't use sauces, so I can't tell you about their sauce. I'm sure I tried it, didn't turn me off either way. But Apocalypse is their brisket. It's like, I mean, I've been there like maybe 12, 15 times, and
Oh wow.
and
He's been there a lot more than I have.
yeah, and I just go after the brisket.
I mean, now I do takeout. So like I stopped waiting in the line, and now that they have like a to-go area, you literally just go place your order, and like 5 minutes later, it's done. Like literally 5 minutes later, boom, you're done. Instead of waiting in the line for like 30, 40
That makes
minutes,
sense.
an hour.
And those guys are smoking on those huge smokers that you see. That's no joke, man. What those guys are doing. I'm
The pallets of wood that they have set outside, like those guys are working
the
hard, for sure.
the
The
Post
fire,
oak.
in reality, the fire never turns off. The fire's always on,
Yeah.
even overnight.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
because that thing's running.
By the time you get
24/7.
there early in the morning, it may be low. You may have to throw more wood in there to get the cranking.
yeah, but
back
heating
up.
that crap off got to take a few hours.
Oh
For
yeah,
sure.
that's why they really never turn it off.
I mean, just controlling the temperature without an automatic.
It's a mammoth of a barbecue.
Yeah. No, and now they have a double wide smoker.
They just got another one.
They started out with one small one, and now they have a second one. So
Bro,
they can,
that small one
they can work even more.
will be the ideal one that I would get for myself.
No,
The
that's,
other one,
that small one they have
yeah,
will fit all of us in it.
exactly.
Cannibalism.
Versus the other one they have is the size of the back of a semi truck.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
No,
It's enormous.
The skill that's required to run that and produce consistently good product is out of this world.
I see them outgrowing that location and getting a bigger location.
Me too.
I truly feel that, and I really hope they do. I'm a big fan.
I just hope they don't go casa carajo, right? They
No.
don't go so far away that
I don't
You have
think
to
I don't think
drive-
so.
Because right there, they're like in a perfect location. They're in the middle of everything. If they go way further north, or they go now way further south, I think that'll change their.
And it's remember they have to keep a place where they can put those smokers.
Yeah,
That's true.
they need space.
Yeah, so they can. It's not that Myron Brown. What's the guy that wins all the competitions? They have that hot. Myron Brown, I think is his name, or Brown from the Georgia guy that makes the smokers. He believes in
yeah.
hot and fast barbecue. That's
No.
not my cup of tea.
No, thank you. All right, so what do we rate this beer?
I'll let y'all rate it first. I already
Let's-
gave it my rating. I was actually really impressed with this beer.
We're still
for
doing
it
a
being
1 through
Pilsner.
10.
1 through 10.
And
1 through 5. Yeah, 1 through 5.
by decimals of 10.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna
So-
go ahead and give it a nice 3.8. I think 3.8 right, middle of the pack.
Okay.
Clean taste, really smooth, enjoyable. Something you can easily have in your fridge on a regular basis. I would say, but that's me.
Okay.
Give it a 3.6
3.6.
to enjoy it. Definitely would keep in my fridge. More like a cooler going to the beach or the pool. I feel, especially with this heat right now, this is very refreshing.
Nice.
I like this.
That's my style of beer. I love the fact that they stressed out the yeast a little bit, give it a little bit of the esters that barely show. The hops are just right. I'm assuming it's fresh because the malt showed up just perfect. It's my style of beer. Anything over 4 is considered great in my book. It's absolutely over a 4 for me.
Nice.
Okay.
Very, very nice.
I gave it a 3.5.
Ooh.
It's not bad.
Okay.
Hey, you're normally not big on Pilsner, so.
I'm not big on pilsners. To me, it's refreshing. It's light. Not everybody has a taste for strong beers, but this beer is something that I feel like I can have with almost anything. Right? Anything I eat, anything I'm doing out in the backyard, getting sun at the pool, whatever. It's something that I can just grab out of the cooler, go, and not feel like it's going to kick me in the rear immediately. Right? But other beers we may have later on in this episode may be the contrary.
We'll see.
Right.
What else you got?
Being that we are in June, we are in South Florida, I also wanted to chat a little bit about hurricane season preparation.
Oh Lord.
Because the people here are famously known for being last minute shoppers.
I mean, that's everybody though.
That's
Hurricane prepping. Yep.
especially getting gasoline. Gasoline's always a freaking issue. Right?
Unfortunately.
If you're one of those individuals who you can buy yourself a little 10-gallon container and keep some spare gas in the backyard in the shade, recommended, especially as we approach into the late months of the summer into the fall, because our primary time here is August through September.
Yes, sir.
That might change, though.
Might change.
Look at the heat.
Knock
It
on-
is
knock on wood,
extremely
hopefully it
hot
doesn't.
for being in May into June. We're officially now in June, but it's been hot as hell, honestly. And we'll continue on with hurricane preparation as we go in, but I'll go ahead and start throwing out the second beer. Second beer I brought here is something you can find at your local grocery store.
Voodoo.
Voodoo.
Nice.
Voodoo. Voodoo.
Now, we've seen a lot of different Voodoos, Voodoo Rangers, and this was the first time I had ever seen this one. I hadn't seen this one before. I myself already tasted this beer,
Nice.
so I already know what I gave this beer. I was actually really impressed with this beer. After having 2 of these beers, I made the decision that I need to eat before continuing on to my third can, because 2 of them was enough for me to feel, you need to restabilize.
What's the APV on this?
APV
9.5.
on this is 9.5.
Jeez. Wow. Okay. I always love the can art for Voodoo Ranger.
Yeah.
So
Air Force pilot type thing.
they've had so many different beers.
What is it? 9.5?
Yeah.
9.5. Gasolina.
It's like, wait a minute.
He's like, what did I sign up for? Did you not warn him? Like,
I mean, the highest one you're gonna have here tonight's 11.
I can do it.
Last week, the lowest thing we drank was 40. So
Okay.
and you know me, I'm never a fan of IPAs, so we'll see.
So we got some
Chris
people
does
that
not
love
like
Voodoo
IPAs.
Ranger in our chat.
It smells like tropical.
Have you had the Tropic Force?
Everything I hear, I'm like,
Shane, you want this or you want more? I feel like you need more than that. I know you need a little bit more. I figured.
oh, that's not bad.
That's a drink for babies.
Yeah,
What you
I wanted to give you
mean?
some off the kids menu. These are small cans, bro. I drank the other 4.
It smells really good.
The smell was what got me.
It smells really good. This is an IPA.
Yuma. Good there?
Yeah, man. I'm not trying to
Yeah,
get
but we're not trying to get
overly twisted in this place, but that's all right. Let's see what we got. God damn. Those
Dame mi
hops. The passion fruit comes right out.
Yeah.
So
Reminiscent of Mosaic, early Mosaic, MIA Mosaic.
Mhm.
Damn, I haven't been to MIA Brewing in a long time.
when I tasted this a week ago, the first like after effect taste that I had in there, the after flavor was like pineapple.
Like a grapefruit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's pineapple, passion fruit, banana. Wow, dry. These guys, I mean, they don't do anything wrong. I never had anything bad
From New
this.
Belgium? Nope.
If this was one that they can keep year round, I would buy this one all the time.
So this is a seasonal?
This was a seasonal.
Interesting.
And when I got this, it was I only picked it up because they had a special going buy one get one free. So I took 2 boxes.
In
I
Publix?
took a box of this. Yeah, Publix.
I didn't say buy one get one. That's the only place I said.
And I took a box of another one that I had already tasted in the past. I regret not had gotten 2 boxes of this one.
It's really good.
So I tell you, I'm not an IPA fan.
Me neither.
I will keep this in my fridge with
I
no
would.
problem.
This is not bad
The
at all.
IBUs are low. The amount of just tropical.
It's definitely a South Florida type beer.
Yes, it is.
I mean, I pick up jackfruit. I pick up.
This beer is really impressive. But it's a butt kicker because it is 9.5%.
Yeah.
So for those people who are beginners,
slow sip.
slow sip this. And if we want to joke around with someone that we know, George Bonet, I wouldn't recommend you, drink this without eating. You know?
Shout out to Goop Scots.
Goop.
Goop Scots.
I remember he asked me for a beer one weekend when he was going to go to a family pool event. And my favorite beer to have at home all the time is Golden Monkey.
Yes. The most evil beer on this planet.
And
God bless Golden.
Evil.
and I remember
Only-
him
only
telling
that-
me, I remember him telling me they had to pull him out of the water. He couldn't walk because in the water you feel half as light. When you get out of the water, you don't feel that light.
He got heavy.
So he got real heavy real quick.
He turned into
Hey,
a golden
this is
monkey. This is good, man.
Really good.
delicious.
This is a really good beer.
I'm about to blow you away with the rating I'm about to give this. And I've never been this generous.
I
with
may
a-
actually change my rating to this beer. I don't remember what I gave this beer, but I'm about to let you all know.
I'm gonna
Is-
go get some.
I know.
This will be in my refrigerator.
This is delicious.
I mean, the alcohol doesn't even show.
It doesn't give you like the super hoppy aftertaste of a normal IPA. Like, you know how like it gives you that aftertaste? You don't
a
feel
real
this.
high bitter. No. They
Nope.
they stayed.
It's a clean finish.
Yeah, big like. I'm not a beer expert, but hops have quite a bit of acids, but mainly
Correct.
2 acids: the omega A's and B's, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ones are bitter, the other ones are the flowery. They did a great job keeping the bitter down, and I'd like the bitter, but not on IPAs.
I mean, on this is solid. I'm gonna go ahead and give my rating. I'm gonna go ahead and give the rating on it. I'm gonna give it a 4.5, 4.5.
You know what?
Wow.
I had that in my head like for you. I was like, I think he's gonna give it like a 4.5.
I've never. Just for the record,
Chris
I
is
always.
drunk
I've
already.
no shit. Shoot, bro. Chill. Chill.
For an IPA?
No.
Hey,
So-
they're gonna hear this on the streets, bro.
Historically, like I hate IPAs so much that like
Yeah.
he knows that I'm coming to the podcast. He will purposely bring an IPA because he
All
knows
the
that I
time.
hate it.
As a matter of fact, the next one up is an Imperial IPA.
There you go. So that's how much he loves me. There you go. So basically, I usually am brutal with IPAs, but this one, best one I've ever tasted.
This is,
Fantastic.
I mean, MIA's Mosaic by Mike Demetrius is one of the best IPAs. I don't know if they categorize it as it's the best one of the this, and I don't think it was anywhere near 9.5. This is over the top. This is delicious.
Fantastic.
technically extremely well executed. But I mean, I don't expect any different from this guy's. Absolutely one of the best.
What dish would you pair this with?
What?
What dish do you think this would pair well with?
Shit, give me a piece of Publix fried chicken, Ali.
Hey, you're right on that.
Chicken tenders, bro. Some chicken tenders.
Some chicken tenders,
No, I like my shit with bones in it.
some chicken wings.
When you got the chicken wings, bones only.
That's
Bone in always.
Yeah, that there is no such thing as boneless chicken.
Yeah,
wing.
I was like, that's a nugget.
Yeah,
Those are
That's
tenders.
just a
Those are
nugget.
tenders, bro.
That's a chicken nugget. Is what you're trying to give me.
That's what I've always detested that. Like you go anywhere and they're like, "Oh yeah, boneless buffalo wings," and I go, "You mean chicken nuggets?" And then they look at you hard as the freaking waiters are like, "No, I mean boneless buffalo wings," and I go, "That is
No.
not a buffalo wing.
That is a
That
chicken nugget
freaking
tossed in
chicken
buffalo
nugget."
sauce.
there's nobody out there removing the bones
Exactly.
from a wing. First of all, if you're doing that, that's sacrilegious.
Of course.
Do not remove the bones. I have beef right now with some places that I'm not going to mention because they're removing the tip. They'll give you the wings with no tip.
No, chill.
Oh wait.
What?
So they cut off the tip.
So you have the wing has three parts, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You have the
boom, boom.
gourmet, you have the flat, and you have the tip.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say anything, but Sports Grill no longer has tips.
Boom.
That's
Really?
BS.
I haven't been
bro.
a sport.
Yeah, you call them up and complain
Wow.
because that
That's why I go hole in the wall.
And honestly,
I like
let's
hole
be,
in the wall.
That's
as
hole in
much
the
as
wall.
I love Sports Grill, they're the most expensive wings that you can get in Miami. If you're crazy enough to order it through to go like through Uber Eats, for 10 wings you're gonna spend $22 for 10 wings.
I remember we used to spend like $18 for 50 when we were
Exactly,
kids.
bro. That's
And
what
me
I'm
and my
talking
brother
about.
tried to put them down a few times.
I remember Miami subs.
Yes.
You were like,
Oh,
was
but
it
they had great wings.
Yeah,
Yes,
they
they
did.
did.
And
Miami
you guys like
subs,
10
bro.
cents. Was it 10 cents for
Yeah.
like 10 cents?
Yes.
Like, oh,
Yeah.
Hands down. Best wings is Tootsie's.
Yes.
Tootsies.
Hands down.
What, they got all you can eat still?
They
Not
have
that I've
that?
ever been. Hell yeah, all you can eat lunch
Oh
buffet. No, I've never
lunch
been there.
buffet.
Never been there. But if I've ever
You had
been
a
there,
friend that told you.
they've told
You
me
have a
could
friend
eat-
of a friend that told you.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
friend of a friend.
Or the burger at Scarlett's. There you
Whoever
go.
came up with the
Whatever,
Tootsie's lemon
that's
pepper,
Scarlett's.
whoever came up
Bro, it
with
has an earring in
oh
it.
my God. The Tootsie's lemon pepper recipe is goated, hands down.
So
For
when I was a kid, Tootsie's wasn't called Tootsie's. It was called something
Platinum
else.
Plus.
Church.
Platinum Plus or
Church.
something like
Before
that.
that's go change a bunch of times.
What was the other one, bro? Platinum
library.
Plus.
You probably weren't even
Probably
born
not.
back then.
Ooh, this got a
No, yeah, I'm from 86. 86.
this has got a whole
86.
different color tone to it.
I
bro.
started going to it. Yeah, sure. I started going like in 89, 90.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Allegedly,
You mean
allegedly.
A friend told you the details, right?
Allegedly.
Right. Okay. We got you,
Wait,
bro. We
wait.
got you.
We're not trying to get you in trouble. Allegedly.
No, no. I don't think my wife minds if she's get this motherfucker out of their house.
It's like, hey, I had a life before this.
He wasn't saying that 2 beers ago.
I was trying to stay married. I'm still trying.
Oh, that's too
Oh,
good.
snap. We're already on the next one.
I'm already serving, bro. Just hand the cups
Thunder
Carlos
Lizard?
trying not to get in trouble.
down. No,
Hold on.
No, true story.
You gave. I didn't give.
no, we
hold
haven't
on.
rated it yet. Really,
I've heard it.
realistically,
you
I'm
gave
just
the
serving.
4-5
I'm gonna give it a high over 4,
over 4.
which is
Which-
very high for me. I mean, anything that I give 3 is technically correct. Over 4 is something that I love.
Yeah, I'm very picky when it comes to like. I don't think that there's like been like less than a handful that's even touched.
I had
4.
to change my rating. I'll tell you guys what I gave it on my first round.
What did you give it?
But I was also in the sun.
See,
in the
I give
pool.
this. I'm at a 4-1,
Solid.
4.10, 4-1.
It's a
Who's
four-
that going for?
It's a
That's for
4-1
Chen.
Look,
for me.
Which one's for
On
Chen?
IPAs,
You can give that to Chen.
on IPAs,
Chad.
Chris,
I
I
will
give you
give
yours.
it. I will
Y'all
give
know,
it.
man, what the hell?
I would score that as high
the
as.
Dominican came out, Chen.
I would score that as high as Pliny the Elder or the Younger
Ooh.
Go ahead.
when
give
it's
up.
fresh.
Thank you.
All right,
is
so
this?
I'll let you guys know what I gave it on my first round.
What are we
I
drinking
was.
here?
So this is the next one here.
That's the next beer up. But
Go
I
take a
already
look.
started on servings to have it ready.
Smells like soap.
Little dank.
One thing you know, I drink from the can. That's why, and then it's like mostly filled.
When I was in the pool a week and a half ago and I had that beer for the first time, not the one that's in front
You
of the
wanna
camera,
look
but the one that we just had, which was called the Voodoo Ranger Tropic Force, I gave it a 3.9.
3.9.
Shit.
I I guess my flavor profiles were a little out of whack, but now that I retasted it, I upgraded it to a 4.3.
4.3.
Nice.
Yeah. I upgraded it to a 4.3.
This,
I
this
like
one
it a lot.
definitely deserves that spot up there.
The
in the
Voodoo
forest.
Ranger, out of all the Voodoo Rangers I've had, this has got to be probably my first pick from now on if I ever see it again.
Me too. Delicious. It's
Yeah,
over
I
the
definitely
top.
would take
Great
this.
beer.
And I like Voodoo Rangers. I do pick them up. I prefer
Yeah.
Fat Tires, but that's delicious. That's my.
I mean, they're made
favorite
by the same brewery. I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken.
New
It's
Belgium.
New Belgium
Yeah.
makes Fat Tire, but it also makes all of the Voodoo Ranger collection.
I gotta say, this right here, you know, we always talk about like beers we should get people who don't drink IPAs.
Yes.
Yeah,
I-
absolutely.
That would be one
I
that I
would buy
would
that.
introduce someone
I would buy
to an
that.
Absolutely.
IPA.
And set up like a hop storm or like
that-
not hop storm, but like a
Hop Gun.
It
Hop gun.
actually drinks like a shanty with
Yeah.
pineapple
Yes.
juice and
Well,
like.
it's
Yes.
funny that you say Hop Storm because Hop Storm is actually a beer.
yeah, no,
In
I
case you weren't
know,
aware.
I know. It's a
Hop
BJ's
Storm,
beer.
isn't it an IPA? Yeah,
It's an IPA by BJ's.
It's a
Brewery.
BJ's, yeah. I was just thinking BJ's, like, not hop storm, but the hop gun.
BJ's
He said it.
Brewhouse.
Yeah, BJ's
Yeah.
Brewhouse.
Has
They
a selection of beers, and one of them is called Hop Storm.
Committed is their best.
Committed
Committed,
is
yeah.
my
Their
favorite.
Grand Cru, which is typically
Grand Cru.
a end of the year beer,
Yeah.
is their like Belgian style
Yes.
beer. That beer is a phenomenal beer.
It is.
It is.
It's one of the best we've ever had.
Good to know. It's too bright of a place, right? So you go
Right.
there, you feel like you're in an operating room, and I'm like, Jesus
Actually,
Christ,
it's not
when are
that
they gonna
bad.
pull out the colonoscopy too?
At least.
but
Nah, there's bright places. That
Oh,
place is
man.
actually not too bad. You're sitting at the bar, you're fine. Sometimes other places, I hate bright places.
see,
And I hate these lights like Chen knows.
Well, right now I feel like we're in a bright ass room, but
Chen knows how many times I complained about the lights.
it's always great to be in a bright ass room while you still can, because being around hurricane season and the power goes out, there is no bright ass room.
There
Right?
isn't.
It's just pure darkness. So
It's just me
some
in
essentials.
the dark staring at you.
Darkness, darkness, everybody.
There's always essentials to always have in mind, right? Have a spare pack of batteries. I have a solar power generator, but that's just fancy toys.
That Jackery.
By Jackery. Gas power generators is always an option here in South Florida.
That's what I have.
There's always butane and propane mini lamps that you can use to light up your house when the power goes out. There's also gas stoves that you can get. Coleman makes a great selection.
Mm-hmm.
So you can be out of power, your stove is electrical, you're SOL.
No,
Right.
yeah.
But if you have a little mini propane stove, you can go ahead and keep on cooking whatever you got to cook to make it through your no power outage scenario. Hydration's super important.
Yes, it is.
For every family member you have at home, you should have at least 1 gallon of water per day. So
Mhm.
I
That's why
like.
So
That's why you got to fill up the tub.
One thing I want to say about that is that the boil water orders, we haven't had one in so long, even with
Yeah.
hurricanes that have hit. Just to
I
give
mean,
you a little,
I believe Atlanta right now is under a boil water.
some crazy shit's going on.
yeah, that's a
Yeah.
different story. That's like, and by
One
the
of
way,
their main pipes broke,
Not-
and they spent almost a week repairing it.
not to get too political, but Flint, Michigan still doesn't have clean water, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, I felt like I had to give that little.
That was your Kanye moment.
That was my Kanye moment. But no, what it is, the Alexander Ore plant has so many different backup generators that can last almost a month.
So does the Hialeah plant.
Exactly.
But we are blessed
Mhm.
in Miami-Dade County with the water that we get.
Yes, we do.
We get.
We are. We do.
I would, as somebody who uses a lot of water and it's found in the final product, the ore plant outside of the outside of the
It's all good.
what's this, the ammonia and chlorine,
Yeah.
the chloramine and the fluoride, outside of those two, which are easily removed through a carbon filter, we have extremely good water. We do not, very little, we do have our ODI systems, but to give credit to these folks for our processed water, we usually do not just send it through a charcoal block. We do use, it's an incredible water. And what the water department does here in Miami-Dade, they've gotten it right in the last 12 years.
I honestly want to say what it is that I think because we've suffered so much trauma because of hurricanes over so many years, that I think because of that trauma, so many good things have come out of it. Like if you really think about it, we have some of the strictest building codes in the country.
We do.
Why? Because
Andrew.
because of what Hurricane
my
Andrew
gosh.
did to the city,
bro.
it decimated the city.
It's also kind of a pain.
That's
He
fun.
remembers. He probably remembers Hurricane much better than we do.
Well, of course. I mean, I was a kid.
The funny thing is, I just moved here from New York.
You
Yes.
almost got moved back.
Literally.
That shit almost pushed you right back.
Yeah, no, we were like, we literally just moved here. Like, we moved here a week later, Andrew. We're like, what the hell is a hurricane?
You
My
found
older
out.
brother and
no
I were like,
fucking idea,
oh no, we
bro.
were going crazy. We were like opening the sliding door. My parents were like, no, like we're like,
I want to see it.
we saw like palm trees like knocking over across because we were living in Fontainebleau at the time.
That time was crazy.
I was
was
Before we
7
moved down
years
here, we
old,
lived in
man.
Fontainebleau.
I was 7 years old, and I won't ever forget that storm because I was in the middle of the Redlands.
Oh shit!
Oh,
You guys-
And
Damn.
Oh
right next to the snake. All the snakes being released.
yeah,
I was actually right near Monkey Jungle.
Oh, that's even
And
worse.
Monkey Jungle pre-Andrew, so pre-1992, had gorillas.
Yes, they did.
yeah.
They lost the gorilla license after Andrew.
Because these motherfuckers went outside and fucking
Because
caused all
they-
sorts of havoc.
They broke
Well,
out.
yeah, they did.
broke
Yeah, I
They
out.
remember.
couldn't evacuate the gorillas on time before the storm hit.
Oh shit!
So I remember sitting. I climbed a tree that was in my front lawn that went down, and I remember seeing all the royal palms tilted over, and I remember a gorilla just jumping over the palms going down my street. You know?
You better run inside,
So
man.
I
'cause he can
just
climb
watched the
better than
gorilla
you
go
can.
that way, and I didn't even move. I didn't even say a fucking word.
I am but a palm. Leave me alone.
And honestly,
That gorilla bend you right over, whoop your ass.
Exactly.
Harambe Senior, baby.
hey, what was it? What was it? Somebody said that it's been like what 5 years since Harambe, and the world
Yeah.
hasn't been the same. No, what was somebody said that the other day? Like all the major calamities that have happened is because of Harambe's unjust
after
death.
Harambe.
And I'm like, and it kind of
Rest in peace, Harambe.
rest in peace. Yeah.
All right, so what else do we got on our?
Oh yeah.
So,
what are we? What are
on
we?
our
on the
taking?
next
hurricane
beer here,
planning.
bro.
You said nothing about this beer.
We're on the next beer here. I just passed it around, have it already pre-served. We are now traveling to a whole different brewing company. This one's actually called Voodoo Brewing Company. Ironically, right after having a Voodoo Ranger.
Yeah,
from
it's
New
like
Belgium.
voodoo. It's like,
But this brewing company is actually called
Named
Voodoo
Voodoo.
Brewing.
out of Louisiana.
that's what I was thinking. It's like it's voodoo.
Yeah.
There is
that'd be
definitely
great.
a Voodoo Brewing Company in Louisiana. This one is out of Pennsylvania.
Ah,
This is
Well-
not my cup of tea.
Yeah. It's
Not your cup of tea?
No.
This is an Imperial IPA.
So what's the APV on this?
APV on this is also up there at 9.2
You guys call it APB?
APV.
What does that stand for?
Alcohol bottle volume, I would suppose.
We call it ABV, alcohol by volume.
Alcohol by volume.
There you go.
yeah,
It's
ABV. I was like,
ABV.
I was
There
like,
you go.
Okay,
After a few beers, they call it.
I was like,
That-
I'm like,
he's- he
I'm
is
learning
correct.
something.
I was
He's
looking
correct.
up the voodoo brewing.
So fun fact, I actually used to teach
Wow, I actually like this a
food
lot.
safety and alcohol safety for the state of Florida. So he
'Cause
got
it
it
tastes like bacon.
completely correct. It's alcohol by volume.
Alcohol by volume.
Yeah,
By
that's
volume. That is
So
correct.
ABV.
Put out an APB.
No,
Yeah,
APV that's an
APB is what they
all-points
put out
bulletin,
for
son.
me when I don't show up for 3 nights in my house because of Tootsies that I've never been to.
For the wig.
You have a can right there, bro.
no. I
Yeah.
was like,
So
no, it was something else.
I'm definitely not a fan of this one.
This is kind of like bacon.
It does not taste like bacon, bro.
It does not taste
If I
like
tasted like bacon, I would have downed it already.
I pick
I
up
don't know. It gives me like a
molasses,
bacon feel.
molasses or brown sugar on the nose
I guess.
with a.
It's hoppy. It's earthy, though. I feel like
It's very earthy. You know, that Colombia has a drink called agua panela.
Yeah.
The Mexican
Yeah.
no, it's kind of raw sugar. The Mexicans will call it pilon. That's what I get on the nose. It actually looks like that. It's thick and the alcohol shows right through.
Yeah, it
where
does.
where in the Voodoo Ranger it didn't.
Yeah, the other one was much smoother and much cleaner taste.
it's definitely malty, earthy, funky. It's got
I
a
know.
funky smell to it.
It feels a
It's
little
got some
bacon-y.
dank. Yeah, it's got a little
It's got,
dank
it's
to
got
it.
some dank in there for sure.
Danky.
It's an Imperial Double IPA.
Pretty bitter for a double.
I know. It is pretty bitter.
It is 9.2.
I'm not not mad at it though.
Oh wait, you went in. That's an odd order for you. You usually go from low to high.
Yeah, I wanted to go with that one first because that's a lot smoother.
Because that's delicious.
Because I didn't want to torture you that bad at first.
But honestly, like I think it's more torture for you to start me with that one and then give me this one. I mean,
It's all right. You're going now to Dragon's Milk afterwards.
Oh,
my-
but
one of my favorites.
we're going high.
We're gonna fly
So high.
so
And then there's
fly
a
like
dessert.
an eagle.
Ah.
And there's dessert.
Yeah.
What's the dessert?
Babe, I'll drink it. I mean, I'll drink. Somebody pours that. I'm gonna drink it, but it's
I'm not going to
No.
throw it away.
It's not
No.
the worst we've ever tasted either.
I actually after COVID, I've come to like IPAs a lot, and I don't consider this a bad IPA. I've had worse. I feel like Hop Gun would be my
Don't start me.
my marker for a bad IPA. Not that I dislike Funky Buddha. Funky Buddha makes a lot of great beers.
Yes,
And I
they
feel
do.
so
But hop-
unfortunate with people that they to start people off like, oh, you need to have an IPA, and they give them Hop Gun.
No,
But
that's their
but
first
what I don't
IPA.
understand.
Forget about it. They're never
That's-
going to touch an IPA.
But
ever
honestly,
again.
it does have a cult following, which is why you find it in a lot of the
Sure.
steakhouses and bars and stuff like that, because people actually do like it. It was
Yeah.
the first
I don't
IPA
hate it.
I ever tasted, and it was revolting. Like I've never
But you-
sent
you
a beer
tasted
back.
it not because it was your choice. It was because you're a Top Gun fanatic, and you
Yes.
thought it had something to do with Top Gun the movie.
So,
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, let me explain how this happened. I was 21, and when I turned 21, I just went crazy.
21.
Started trying as much alcohol as I can. You know, I mean, obviously, I was drinking before that. You know, sorry if I'm admitting to making a crime or whatever. Anyways, whatever, committing a crime. Long story
Making
short,
crime?
making crime. There you go. I make crime. Anyways, I went into a bar. Like I think it was it? It was Flanagan's. I went into Flanagan's.
Of course.
You know, ordered wings. You know,
Flannies.
my little tumbleweed onions. You know,
Loaded
you know,
nachos?
Yes, loaded nachos.
Green cup.
And then I asked the guy, I'm like, oh, I want to try something different that I haven't had before. And he goes to me, he's like, well, what have you tried? I'm like, oh, I've tried a lot of lagers. You know, I've tried stouts. That's where I fell in love with stouts.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy goes to me, he's like, oh, you should try an IPA. Let me give you some Hop Gun. And I have never returned a beer in my life except for that one time. I gave it a good chance. I pretty much drank like this much of it. You know, I'm like, oh, maybe my palate is fucked up or something. And I go to the guy, I'm like, excuse me, sir, can you give me something else? This is disgusting. And he goes to me, he's like, really? It's our most popular IPA. And I go, Papo, I don't care if you charge me for it. Just bring me something else because this is trash. And he goes to me, he's like, oh shit. And then the guy just like out of pure spite brings me a freaking Bud Light. I'm like,
Well,
what the fuck?
Wow, what a
I
transition.
mean, I mean,
Needless to say, his tip was not very good.
but that was
what
your
a
fault.
transition.
You
I
ask
know.
him for something different, he
That is
gives you
fair.
something different. Then you
You
should
stepped on
have
that
mixed
landmine
it
on your
too.
own, bro.
Mixed it too. You end
There's
up with
times I've
something
asked
better.
for something different. I taste it. I'm like, yeah, this wasn't it, and I
You-
just go order something. else.
You become your own blender.
That's
Like a big boy.
He
My
made up for it
first
after, though.
IPA was Sierra Nevada Pale Ale.
That's actually not a
Okay.
horrible
And then-
beer.
19
So-
was that's what brought IPAs. That's what created American IPAs.
Yep, Sierra Nevada.
Sierra
And-
Nevada has a.
It looks
big-
like
And
our,
Dogfish Head.
some people in our chat also agree. Hop Gun, worst IPA ever.
Because it's exactly what it is. It's just a loaded mess of like over hops and overpowering flavor.
Yeah,
That's
it's
what
people
it is.
like IPAs, and it's. I feel like it's like their Bud,
You
their
know,
Bud Light. That's basically their Bud Light.
not to sound too dramatic, but I think honestly the person who created Hop Gun, I think somebody like literally put a gun to their head and be like, put all the hops, every single hop you have, like, and just like tortured them to make that beer. But you know, it has its cult following. What can I say?
It's resiny. I've had it. I don't prefer it, but it's well made.
Yeah, it's that's what I'm saying. It's like if you go to Hop Gun, it's like if you like that type of beer, it's your Budweiser, it's your Bud Light. It's like you get it most places.
You got to
Not
be
say-
a badass to make that your Budweiser.
I
There's
know.
a
well,
lot
like
of
if you like
hops
IPAs like this, but like when you go to most restaurants or places, you don't get that many IPAs most of the time, and most of the time you see Hop Gun, and that's why they tell people to drink. It's like, no, don't give this person Hop Gun. This person has not had any like many beers, and that's the worst to give them. If you drink IPAs, yeah, get a Hop Gun, enjoy yourself. Not for a new person.
So what are we gonna rate this one?
This right here is for me. I'll tell you right away. It's a 3-1.
I think that's generous for me. I'm gonna give this probably a 2.
Coño.
I'm being that brutal because it just there's nothing to me that stands out about it. Like there's nothing that really makes it special. I mean,
But look at the
not
can.
to not to knock on. Well, the can.
kidding.
Okay, you know what?
I'm kidding.
The can art is not bad, but like it just there's really nothing that really puts it aside or puts it ahead of the game for me. It doesn't come anywhere near close to Voodoo Ranger, the Tropic Force.
No, not at all.
So I'm gonna be. I think I'm being generous in giving it a 2. That's
Oh
just me.
yeah. No, I'm not trying to put it against the Tropic Force. Like it's just its own thing. I was like, I enjoy it.
I'm even not gonna finish it. So that's just me.
Damn,
Sorry.
what a sacrifice.
I just finished 2 of them.
I'm giving it a 3-3. I didn't find it
3-3?
that bad. I like
I
the
enjoyed it, yeah.
the earthy notes that were present. It's not bad for an IPA, especially when it's an Imperial Double. I feel like this is something I would gladly have, with a steak, just to balance out my flavor profile.
Anything fatty.
Anything fatty with this, like Chen said, I think would be great.
You could eat it with a ribeye, maybe.
I
Nice
really
ribeye.
did like the color tone to this beer.
Oxtail.
Oxtail, yes.
Next time I trim,
some
next time
oxtail.
I trim a brisket, I'll bring you all the trimmings, put some salt in that shit, throw
That's
that motherfucker right in there.
Magic word, trimmings.
Trimmings.
It's technically correct. It's just not my cup of tea. I'll
Right.
give it a 3.
Okay.
If somebody, if it's the only beer that's poured, I'm gonna drink it. If I have an option, I'm probably not gonna drink it. But it's not because it's poorly made. It's because it's not my cup of tea.
What about you, Hyro? What was it that you gave it?
3.1.
3.1?
3.10, but 3.1.
3.10, which is 3.1. And Chen, you gave this a what? 3.1 also? Interesting.
We brothers.
I'm
All
ready.
right.
I'm ready for my dragon's milk.
You're waiting for the next conclusion.
He's waiting. He was.
Chris, you got your first aid kit for hurricane season?
Yes, I have a first aid
Yeah.
in the house. And let's see, what else do I have?
If not, you heat up the knife in the fire and you just solder
I
the wood.
mean, I also have a Glock 19, a couple boxes of ammo. What else? First aid fire. Was it a fire extinguisher? Smoke detector, all that. My house is well preserved. Also, don't like my wife is a better shot than me, so be careful when you come to the
Really?
house. Way
I
better.
always knew you had bad eyesight, bro.
No, I have good eyesight. I have a 20/20, but her groupings are fucking scary. Like I took her shooting, and
Don't piss her off, bro.
she swears that it was the first time she'd ever gone shooting.
Don't piss
Right?
her off.
The guy said we set up the target and everything. We send it out, and the firing range officer goes, "Okay, you can load the clip and start firing." This girl, I told her
This girl.
literally all I told her is like, "Oh, square up your shoulders. Make sure you keep eyesight on the trigger."
Is she, by any chance, shabby chick?
Shabby chic, yes, that's my
Yeah.
wife.
See, she replied right off the
There
bat.
you go. There
She's
you
like,
go.
"That's
That's
right.
right.
Don't piss
That's
me off."
right.
You know?
So I tell her, I'm like, babe, just make sure you plant your back foot. And then this girl proceeds to go like this. And I got her, what was it? A 5.57 from Walther.
Okay.
She starts firing, and then she's like, "This is a bitch gun." And I go, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa!" And I'm, mind you, I have a 1911 that I'm firing 45 ACP. She's like, "Let me try your gun," and she just starts going like this, brah,
Oh,
brah,
so she rather the 45 cal than the.
bro.
It has less
she-
He was
report.
going like this with a 45.
And then she just-
No, the 45 doesn't kick that much.
You,
And
know,
then
you,
the
you always got to put it sideways.
Yeah, especially if you have subsonic rounds on it. It's a heavy gun.
So-
Basabaya.
Fun part of the story, she turns
Paya,
her,
paya.
Baya,
She-
baya.
she turns her head to the right and says to me, she's like,
Mano.
"I guess I like those big
Man.
guns."
No, me lo mando. Ese fue el que estaba jodido. Sorry.
No, she
I'm not trying to kill you.
she turns her head and says, "You know, I guess I like them big," and I'm like, "Oi."
Well,
Oi.
1911 is one
No.
of the
You can do
finest
better than
guns.
that.
One of the finest
Give
weapons
me a
ever
better
made.
oi.
Oi.
There we go.
The fantastic.
The
oil.
sensuality
so-
of it.
Just for all of those out there, just do not mess with my wife. She has a hell of a shot. I'm gonna give her that.
Shannon, I don't know how much of this you want.
You
bro.
mean you shouldn't mess with your
Yeah.
wife?
I can mess with my wife because she loves me.
That's fine.
That's fine?
That's a stout?
This is a red ale.
This is a red ale.
Oh, okay.
Where's mine?
Right there, right next to you, bro.
This?
You want more than that?
Where my bottle at?
If you want more than that, I'll give her
Hey,
another
hey,
bottle. I have a whole nother bottle in the back, bro. Grab that bottle for yourself.
Okay.
Ooh.
And I have more here for
You know,
Chen or for you if you want more.
I'm
that?
good. I love
Right here.
Actually,
red ales, man.
You
As
got one on
always,
your own, bro.
as always.
Chen, you want more?
always.
Good.
You
I'm not a
good?
huge Red Ale guy, but
What is this sitting at? Like at 6?
11.
11.
Dang.
We
So-
only go up, man.
So
We don't go back down.
Dragon's Milk is a brewery that a beer line that we covet only
Yes.
because even the standard Dragon's Milk, their normal everyday beer is
It's a regular stout.
is a regular stout, but it's a beautifully made stout that has such good flavor on it, and like it's never going to overpower you. It's never
Oh,
going to
man,
make
then
you
I've
feel
been
full.
on it.
Oy.
I love it.
You know, so this now I've never tried a red ale from them.
Nor have I.
This is definitely perfection. You know, when it comes to a red ale, like it's got a little bit of everything. It's full bodied, nice, clean taste, a little bit of vanilla flavor when you first take a sip. I think so.
Cheers.
Yeah, cheers. Hey guys, thank you for
Cheers.
having me. This is an awesome experience.
It's glad to have you.
We still got you.
How many more?
No.
I talk, I got like you'll watch Friday, right? I got mind control
course.
over my wife. When she be here, I be quiet. When she be leaving, I be talking again. So
No,
at some point, I gotta show up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get my ass beat again.
the craziest
So,
thing
hey, I
that
gotta
this
have
guy,
a life.
Hold on. The craziest thing that this guy's ever done to me is that we did 5 beers. We did 5 high alcoholic beverages. Like it was over 10% each.
Oh, wow. This is super
And
sweet.
then he goes to me. He's like, by the way, at the end, we have a shot of Buffalo Trace to finish it.
I had a Buffalo Trace. I would bring my Yeti cooler instead of bringing the little cooler bag. And I left the Buffalo Trace hidden inside. I never moved it.
The
I would just
son of-
go pulling the beers out. And they were all beers based out of Kentucky. So I kept it all quiet until the end. And then all of a sudden I pulled a Buffalo Trace bottle out. Yeah, you forget I got one.
It was so bad that I had to call my wife and be like, babe, I'm sorry, I can't drive. I need you to come pick me up. And my wife's like, all right, honey, I'll be right there. And it's the first time she's ever had to pick me up drunk. And I was so wasted that I literally just look at
You're
her.
welcome.
So delicious, man.
Delicious.
I've never had a red ale that's
This
so
feels
much
like cream
body.
soda.
It does.
It does
Like
taste
it's like cream soda. Like
It
I'm
does
like I'm
taste
just
like
like I'm
cream
drinking. I'm
soda.
like it feels like a good. I'm like
What's the name on it that they gave
This
it?
is called Dragon's Milk.
Crimson
Crimson's
Keep.
and it's called milk because it has
Lactose?
lactose.
No.
No.
It's just that's what they
Yeah.
that's the name that they chose for the line.
name they
We're
chose.
drinking out of the dragon's teeth.
You're brave as hell. I'm absolutely not sucking a dragon's. Nope.
Wait. This is
Yeah. I leave him alone, man. I sit back.
This is Hyro sucking the dragon's teeth.
See, there's stories of me of like running like butt naked like towards bears and like yelling.
No.
Hyro,
I also
do
go
that.
hunting, so like
So,
people forget that I go out there and I am actually crazy when
Wait,
I'm out there.
do you go running at bears covered in peanut butter? Just
No,
we
no.
had an episode-
I will go at them if like I see one.
Where at? Where'd you hunt at? Don't incriminate yourself, please.
Think wisely before you say the next
The,
thing.
the Fed are listening, bro. You
Yeah.
can't mess with that. The Fed.
Hyro loves animals. He would
There's a
never-
few places in Colorado.
Oh, okay. You go for like bighorn sheep and stuff like that, and elk and
Elk.
okay.
But that's because I have friends that use bows. They're good at it.
You hunt with bow too?
No, I suck. I'm learning. That's actually one thing I do want to learn how to do with the boars that are around here. I do want to actually start.
You know who you should talk to? X. X knows how to fire a bow. and arrow.
Really?
X knows how to fire a bow and arrow.
Yeah. No,
Well,
remember-
whenever you want to go for pigs around here, let me know. We'll go take some pigs. I don't prefer to eat them. You want me to pour that?
You know, and the like the
I
little
mean,
tiny
I'll-
deer in
I'll go
Okeechobee
into a
and stuff
pig
like that.
Crate for you
Okay.
and kill the pig without an issue.
Yeah,
Yes,
I don't have a problem.
We know you will. We know you will.
I'll go in there with that fucking ice
Oh,
pick.
they taste
No.
delicious.
Ice pick y un cubito de comida. Like I'm gonna feed the pig, and
Manny
as soon as the
Puig.
pig gets right by me, stab right there to the heart.
Nah, those things move, bro.
So-
Those things, no, they keep away. You gotta.
So we were having a happy hour at work, and people were talking about like what's the most outdoorsy person that you know, and the first person that popped out of my head was you. And they're like, well, I'm like, you know what? I know a guy who in Cuba would slaughter his own pigs, and he thought it was fun, and like this guy just like any chance he. And they're like, oh, what is he like? And then I show your. By the way, I plugged the podcast for them. You know, hopefully get a few more listeners out of it.
All right.
And I go, this guy just personifies outdoors. That's all he does. And
Gentle
that and
sirs?
barbecue. So what is this? What are we doing?
This is a little blueberry.
This
You
smells
better
So
rate this
so
one.
this is a plus.
fantastic.
Oh,
Oh, it smells great.
We're
This
getting
is
Wow.
blueberry
get
vanilla
a little more big
liqueur
cypress.
at 30% APV.
Sorry.
Holy
this last
shit.
beer, the red.
This is the surprise
Hold on,
drink
hold on.
before we
We-
close
We
out.
gotta
We
rate
need-
the,
we
we gotta
need to
rate
rate
this
this.
this beer real quick.
Yeah.
And then,
The red's a 4.
Yeah, the red is a 3.9 for me.
what? I'm gonna give it a 4.8.
I enjoy it. It's a 3.9 though.
I'm over 4.
Actually, you know what? I take it back. 4.1. 4.1.
I'm giving this a 4.8. Taste is on point.
Damn. Yeah,
Flavor
4.1
is on
delicious.
point. Just the body of the beer is good. The color is beautiful. It's exactly what a red ale should look like. Beautifully.
I'm
made.
not that far behind.
I
you,
feel
Chris.
like you're rating a beauty pageant.
This is-
I guess the vibe.
This has
the
been one of
body.
the best red ales I've had.
Blueberry vanilla liqueur.
Blueberry, bruh.
Blueberry.
My God.
Hey, so
Blueberry from Big
Wow.
Cypress.
that
I-
red.
Wow.
Remember when we're going to stuff the sausages one of these days, Carlos? That red with them sausages is going to be delicious. I think I'm going to
I'm
build
gonna
the
I'm gonna have to
sausages
go-
around the red.
I'm gonna have to go buy some more of this red before they disappear.
Just let
Delicious.
me know so I can give you some money so you can give me a pack.
We're getting there. I'm getting there.
Wow.
Let me just finish rating my red. I
The
gave my
smell.
red a 4.4.
The smell is incredible.
Wow, dude. My God.
Give it a 4.1. I
You
take it back.
smell, you
You gave
smell
it a
the
4.1?
blueberry and
I
the
said to
vanilla
guys, like,
right
you know
off
what?
the bat.
Take it back. 4.1.
Jen, you gave this a what? The red?
It's a 4. I'm not a fan of red ales because I'm really not a fan of barley wine. Red ales kind of remind me of barley.
Barley.
But that's probably the best version of a red ale I've had.
This is
Jeremiah
a-
Red's not bad. From
This is
Jeremiah?
a really damn good red ale, man.
but
I haven't had a
that's
red ale
probably
like this
the
in a
best
while.
version of a red ale I've ever had.
I love most good red ales. I love them.
This was really good.
To include like
This is crazy.
Kilken's. Is Killian's Red still around?
Killian's Irish Red
Killian's
is still
Irish Red is
around,
still
Yes.
around.
but it's in very limited circulation, so you can't
I
find
haven't
it.
seen Killian's in
I saw it at Publix the other day.
What-
Really?
They used to come in the
Yeah.
ball.
Yes.
You can buy that shit in a bowl, in a
Yeah.
party bowl.
So
I saw a 6-pack at the Publix down here on 186.
when we were in Boston last time, where was it? It was in 2021 when we went to Boston. Go Sox, by the way. They had
Boo.
silence, New York, silence.
Boo.
They had it. Silence, New York, the Bronx or whatever. Mr. Coffee,
Hey.
Coffee.
Coffee.
They had it on tap in most of the bars that we went to. Killian's Irish. I don't know why.
Oh.
Is the Bronx to Manhattan what Hialeah is to Miami?
Yes.
Yes.
Highly
That was the queen thing. We just like,
That,
yes.
that's not even a question. That's not. They're like, except they don't call it the city of progress.
Well, you know what? I feel like Manhattan is more like the Brickle.
I honestly, I still don't understand.
And the
till
Bronx
today.
is
Is East Hialeah?
Hialeah, yeah.
I'd like to
I
next
still
time
don't
I go to
But
understand
still,
Boston.
you know, it got
why
this culture.
Hialeah was ever named the City of Progress.
So Hialeah
Because it's
was.
always getting better.
Because
Bullshit.
Because
It's
the
getting worse
idea
by the
of
day.
the
What are you
town.
talking
Hold on,
about?
hold on.
they had a lot of ideas. They were doing a lot of things. Like it was
So
They sure did, and none of them worked.
yeah.
They were all clusterfucks.
Hey, you know what? You know what's a sign of progress? They got Santa's Enchanted Forest. All right,
Santa's
Enchanted Forest.
Not by choice. They were a second choice because they got kicked out of here. They were tired of people getting shot.
Tired of people getting shot, so they went to Hialeah.
Where people get shot.
Hialeah welcomes it.
Where
No,
people
man,
get
I thought Hialeah is the only place you can find every. And look, they got a store called Ño Que Barato.
Exactly.
We talk about that all the time.
What
We're
about that the other day?
telling the
Ño
rest.
que caché.
Ño,
El
Ño, Ño.
dolarazo.
My friend,
One more.
By San, what I'm missing, there's got to be another one.
wait. Hold on.
East
What's the other one?
West Street.
There's another one that we're missing.
Barzaño, que barato.
Ño calzán, que barato.
I like
Ño
it
que
turned into
caché.
like
Ño que
Ño
caché.
caché, yeah.
If you ever want like a roasted pork, just drive around and you'll find somebody selling it out of the back of a car. The whole thing.
Or shrimp on a flipping.
Yeah.
Shrimp in the Miami heat, bro.
I know.
Camarón ese está más jodido que
Hey,
carajo.
hey, at least in
cocinado,
Miami,
el camarón está rojo y está cocinado.
at least in Miami, you could say
Wait, Don Camarón. Don Camarón.
can't-
is
you
lovely.
can't say that
Los
you
camarones
can't
from
eat well.
Hialeah,
Yes, he is.
it's actually good.
Yes, Don Camarón is solid. Oh shit.
This is actually really good.
So hold on. You made this. This is your batch.
This is his.
Yeah, this is mine.
Well done, sir. Well done.
This
Thanks.
is very good.
Yeah, this is.
This is definitely a dessert right here.
You get
Yeah.
the flavor profile that exactly what it says. You get the blueberry. You get the vanilla. It's
yeah, we're
smooth.
very creative with our names. It's called Blueberry Vanilla Liqueur.
No, like, but you know what? You know what? I'm gonna
Hey,
say
son of a
something.
bitch, you
I'm
get
gonna, I'm
this.
gonna say something. It's very hard nowadays. Second to Martin House. Martin House, whatever they advertise on their beer is exactly
Yeah.
what you're going to get. That's one of the very
yeah,
few
100.
breweries. But you, sir, solid. Exactly what you said that it was going to be is going to be in very, very good
Well,
taste.
I think it's 5 ingredients. It's
I feel like it's like one of
blueberry,
those.
vanilla, alcohol, sugar, and water. But
But
it
like-
has a little bit of acid. in
I
there.
feel like it's those little muffins you get from Publix. You know, the ones you,
That's exactly
you
what
grab
it
one,
tastes
you
like.
put it in your mouth, you're like, yes.
It
The,
does
ones that-
exactly
they
what it
got-
tastes
the
like.
ones that are always 2 for 1.
Yeah.
Like little Debbie muffins,
Yeah,
blueberry.
but like
God
not that the
damn.
Entenmann's, it's the, like the real ones.
Oh,
you get
like the
from,
real shit made by
Yeah,
the
like
woman
Publix.
at Publix.
So hold on. Let me ask you a
and
question.
you're like, yes. And then you eat them, you enjoy them.
oh, no. Cha. I need to drive out of here. What question? What would you mix
Says
this
you,
with?
I just finished the bottle.
Ice.
Ice
got a
and
whole
club
cup I gotta
soda.
finish
You
after
can
we're
add
done.
it to
Cream soda.
if you're making
Here you
a
go, Barata, I
vodka
finished.
cocktail. Add it to it. You can.
So like a mix, you would add it as like an add-on mixer.
Yeah, but they're liqueurs, so they can actually be drank just like that. You can add it to a prosecco, or if you're really
Prosecco.
Can you kind of define what makes a drink a liqueur? Because there's
Sugar.
so many different. It's just
Yeah,
sugar
yeah.
that's added
Yeah,
to it.
you-
Liqueur
Usually
drinks
sweet.
are like,
depending and
not liquor, liqueur.
yeah, liqueurs. A liqueur is a liquor, but a liqueur has liquor in it. But liqueur
Yeah.
is usually
What they add to like a cocktail or something to
whiskey
make it look
based,
sweet.
could be vodka based, could be a rum, could be brandy, could be anything. It's usually flavored and sugar. That's required.
And what
in it.
base would you consider this?
This one, no, I know what base it is. It's not a. This is corn based,
Nice.
so it's almost a neutral corn.
How are we rating this?
I
From 1
mean,
to
I'm
10?
here, guys. Give me a break.
This is just our tasting. We don't need to give a rating.
I'm
But
gonna
Hell,
to be
you
honest,
motherfuckers stormed me up last week.
hold on.
give a rating.
But if there's a
I gave
rating,
almost everything I had last
Hold on. Silence. I'm talking. I'm gonna whisper here.
The whisper.
He's the liqueur
Yeah, he's
whisperer.
liquored up right now.
Exactly.
Oh, wait.
Exactly.
My
I
wife
am
said-
the
Hold on,
liquor
hold on,
whisperer.
Let me make sure. There you go.
Babe, I'll try to get you a bottle.
Look.
Karina says this is good to her, so I'll try to
Y'all
get you a
gonna
bottle.
love this. Look for Big Cypress. That's about it.
And I'm gonna make it look.
And
if you go to
we're
my
not gonna
shop,
give you a rating. Just
Nah.
you find out for yourself.
can I,
No.
can I plug myself real quick?
Of course you
Oh,
can.
Hey
Go
guys,
ahead.
if you go to my distillery,
Cypress, go.
Big Cypress Distillery, go to the distillery, mention the podcast. I'll give you and whoever you bring a free drink. cocktail.
Nice.
Oh,
sure.
Babe, you hear
I
that?
better take
Look
him
at
up on
that.
this offer.
Babe, if
Yeah.
you're watching here, remember that. Remember that.
Let's see. I'm sorry for the people that listen outside of Florida.
And if you bring
But if
bring
you
a party
fly
of four
in-
and 3 of you don't follow the podcast, if I watch you following the YouTube channel, you'll get a drink and a shot, a cocktail and a shot.
We might have to visit.
Does that also apply for us?
Sure.
No,
If
see, I've already
We're
made it that I feel like my
friends.
Fridays, I'm just gonna
Go
just come
chill.
by myself, relax.
I was really impressed when we went to see him the first time.
I
I was
for
really-
me. I was just like I went when I went outside. So it's like I think I just want to come here after work. When I work late, I just
Hey, well, I'm
want to
off-
relax.
I'm
It's
off on Saturday
quiet.
if you want to go Saturday.
Not quiet, but I love the music.
The fruit
He's open
stand
till-
gets hard. You come,
He's only open
We're
Fridays
having,
and Saturdays.
The fruit stand does get.
That's it.
Massey Star and Massey Star and Shoegaze Rock this weekend.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
This is fantastic.
Well done, sir.
2 cubes
Really
of ice.
delicious.
That's
all
it.
you
Just
need.
chill.
If you're gonna
Just
mix with anything,
just
cream soda.
The only thing I would do, honestly,
it
to
got to be
this,
the Jamaican brand cream
Gotta be
soda.
the
I would
cream
add
soda.
just a little bit of
B&G.
club soda to it. Just
Are we
just
getting
to
cocoa bread or
give me a
monkey
little
bread?
bit more length.
I drink it with club soda
Either one.
or
That's
with
the-
prosecco.
That's the only thing I would do to is just throw like a little splash of club soda just to make sure it lasted a little bit longer, but delicious nonetheless.
So the
Well done.
vanilla that went in here, we extracted it for 1 year in a barrel.
Oh my god!
So it's
Wait,
a
did you
rum.
age the vanilla too?
So we get the vanilla, goes inside the barrel. The barrel gets filled with rum at 60% alcohol by volume. We let that ride for over a year. Then we filter the vanilla out, and that's the vanilla that's in here.
Wow.
Wow.
Well
All
done.
right.
Fantastic.
So we gotta-
Hold on. Do I spot a bottle of rye whiskey in the right corner?
That's
You're
also
not-
from
you're not
me.
ready
No,
for
that's
But that's not for this episode.
Oh,
that was
that's not
it.
for this.
that was
episode.
from our prior episode that we took. You can taste before you leave.
unfortunately,
Oh, it's about that
we
time.
got much time.
We
So-
are running out of time here, guys. But
I'm gonna be the party pooper.
hey, I was ready to close anyways. I like this drink a lot. It's very sweet. This is something. Oh,
No, Chad, why you do this to me?
why you do this, bro? Why you do this, bro? I can't. Now
I
can't even
hate
see
the
myself.
smoke.
Oh, that's the goodbye shit. I was like, the show has come to an end.
Freaking smoke makes me laugh. Let's.
I like
What's in
this a
that
lot.
smoke?
This is something my wife would drink, for sure. I would give this.
No. There were no numbers for this yet.
There was no numbers for this.
No.
You
No,
guys-
give it a number. Come
No,
on.
I don't
Okay.
want to give her a number. No,
I'll
no,
give it a
no.
number.
There will be no numbers just because
Hold on.
we'd have it again with other people that have
Yeah,
not.
not me. When I'm not around, you guys go.
When I
tear it
say-
We
up.
want you
When
to
I-
see how it tastes, but I will tell you, it will have a higher number
It's up there.
for my.
It's high.
That tastes. I already told you, it tastes like those little.
And
Oh,
those,
that
motherfuckers-
really-
those motherfuckers are good.
Those tiny little blueberry muffins.
That
man.
tells you. But for now,
All right.
that's just as a little surprise.
Well, guys, thanks for chatting into Outdoors Brews and Barbecue. That's it for this episode. Until the next round.
Thank you for having me, guys.
Thank you. Yeah, guys, appreciate it.
Thank you,
This is
Fernando,
awesome.
for coming in. Thank you, Chris, for coming in.
God bless.
Ira, like
And
always, where we going to drink next?
peace.